Chosen ones, back with another powerful and productive video. Chosen ones. This topic is really crazy. Why most chosen ones love God, but they don't like going to church. So let's delve into it, guys. If you are a chosen one, right, the hand of God is really upon you, right? If you are a chosen one, you are really chosen before the foundations of the earth. I'm telling you, right? And that is it, right? So you got to know that chosen ones are not really different people. They are just like any other human being, right? But they are chosen before the foundation of the earth, right? So chosen ones are born with some uniqueness, okay? They are born with their eyes open. I mean, their intuition highly open, right? So they see beyond the lines. They see beyond these five physical senses, right? And they are searching for the truth. Every chosen one that is genuine, that is real, love the truth. Okay. Yeah. If you are a chosen one and you don't like the truth, then you are not a chosen one, right? So they like the truth, right? And the reason why many chosen ones love God but don't go to church is that most chosen ones, they've attended several churches. I'm telling you, it's not like just one church. They've been to different churches, and anytime they go to such churches, a church, they realize that this is not the way God is supposed to be worshipped. All right, and right now, churches are stuff like they have their doctrine. Okay. I don't want to mention names of churches, but when you go to these Orthodox churches, these old churches, you will see that this doctrine is different from this doctrine. And when you go to these one-man churches too, their way of doing things, guys, are different. All right. So chosen ones, when coming up, many chosen ones have problem with worshiping God. All right. If you are living with a chosen one, right, you might think the person doesn't like to worship God. I'm telling you, the person loves God so much than you, but you will think that, oh, this person doesn't go to church and stuff, right? It is because chosen ones can see beyond the five physical senses, all right? They can read between the lines, all right? And they are searching for the truth. So when they go to a church and they realize, the truth is not really there. The truth is not there. The next time, their intuition, all right? Because I told you from the beginning that they are born with their intuition opened, all right? Their eyes that is beyond these five physical senses is open. So when they attend a church and they realize that, this church, the way they are doing things, that is not the way God wanted to be done. Automatically, next time you will see nothing is going to push them to go to that church anymore. All right. So that is the way of the chosen one, right? Because he has been chosen, he or she has been chosen, all right, to lead others, all right? So the person inwardly, the person knows that something is lacking in the church. And you can't go to a church, you start to say, oh, let's do things this way. They are never gonna agree. They will say, no, that is the way they do it. That is the way it is a tradition, right? Yeah, tradition. So they keep on following the tradition. They don't want to change anything. As I said, they have their own doctrine. They want to be following their doctrine. So you can change a lot of things, all right? So if you are a chosen one and you really, really, really want to go to church, it becomes so hard for you, right? That is the reason why many chosen ones who genuinely, truly are chosen and love God don't go to church. I'm telling you. But the fact that they don't go to church doesn't mean they don't love God and they are not serving God. All right. They know that the kingdom of God is within them, right? So they seek for it deep within them. Chosen ones knows that, the universe, the whole universe, the entire world is within them. So they don't go outside searching for it. They know that they are the temple, right? It is not the building that is there, right? So by aligning themselves with their creator, with their maker, they themselves, they can be comfortable with their temple and with their church, all right? And God will manifest himself or herself mightily in their temple, wherever they are, right? So this is a great reason. These are some of the reasons why many chosen ones don't go to church, but they have very great love for God. I'm telling you. If you like, you can start to do your research about chosen one. All right, the genuine, real chosen ones, right? They don't really go to church. Like searching for a church to attend becomes a very huge blow to them. It's a great challenge to them right now. Looking at the generation that we're living in, all right? So they love to be home. They love to be on their own, to find out the truth for themselves, to, get to know their God by themselves, right? That is the chosen one for you. That is the chosen one for you, because they can really, really read in between the lines, all right? And if something is not right, something is not done well, they can sense it, all right? For instance, you go to a church and you see everything is being programmed, and you cannot program the Spirit of God, because the Spirit of God does as he wills, all right? You cannot say in a church like worship should be 10 minutes, praises should be 10 minutes, because the Holy Spirit, our time doesn't matter. It is about the time of the Spirit of God. Okay? That is it. God's time is the best. That is what we've been saying, but we don't follow it. So even this will give you a clue that churches don't, follow the things of God. This video is not to fight churches, but this is the reality, a problem, a very great problem that chosen ones face, right? So as I was saying, they program, they program everything. 10-minute worship, 10-minute praises, 10-minute, something fundraising, 10-minute that. You cannot program the things of God. You cannot program the Holy Spirit. Worship is supposed to be done till the Holy Spirit itself begins to come down to do his will, right? To touch the people you want to touch. All right. So these are the things that chosen ones have problem with. Sometimes you go to church, they will be worshiping God the time that, the Spirit, you will feel as a chosen one that the Spirit has descended, all right, to have impartation in the life of people. Then boom, someone interferes with the mic. Then, yeah, they say, oh, you got to stop it. Different program has to, come in and stuff, and all these things are so crazy, all right? That is why there is no fire on the altar. That is why most churches, it has turned to business. Most churches has turned to, like I want to be careful with my words. Most churches, there is no real manifestation of the Spirit of God. Like a church is a house of God, house of prayer, that when you go with your problems, by the time you come back, your burdens, your worries, your anxieties, your fear, those kind of stuff should be, taken away. All right, by the Holy Spirit, you should come home, being free, being okay, being all right, But you go to church with your problems, and sometimes you even come back much frustrated, much, anxious like never before. Yeah, these are some of the things, because they've programmed a whole lot of things. And these things look so, what should I say, weird, to the chosen ones, right? So chosen ones, they are truth seekers. They seek for the truth. So when they begin to realize these things, they say, no, religion is being controlled, the church is being controlled. Then they stop. These are reasons why most chosen ones, they don't really have let me say, a church, a denomination where you see them, you see a lot of people, they've turned to church mouse. Yeah, they're going to church and a whole lot of stuff. But you see, sometimes you look at them and it is funny the way they do their things, You see, no, they are not even tolerating enough to accept others, to love others, to love their neighbors as themselves, and you wonder which kind of God they worship, all right? These are some of the things. So all these things keep bothering the chosen ones, because the chosen ones knows that, God is not supposed to be worshipped this way, right? God is not supposed to be worshipped that way. So these are, problems that chosen ones keep encountering, and that is the reason sometimes they will be on their own. They try their possible best to help if they can, all right? And sometimes most chosen ones, when worst come to worst, then when they receive direction from God and stuff, then they try to establish their own church and stuff, but that one too, it's not easy, right? It's not easy sometimes, right? It's really difficult. But if the person is really, chosen, like you are an apostle, apostles are people that are responsible for building of churches, right? So if you are that type, then God will make ways for you to, do such things. But guys, these are the few reasons why many chosen ones have difficulty attending churches, going to church, and stuff, right? Because chosen ones know the real power of God. When they see the real power of God at manifestation, they know, right? They know. I remember when I was growing up, I had this problem with my old man who was taking care of me, my adopted dad. He would be like, "You will not go to church." I've attended about 50 different churches, guys, and all the church. Sometimes I'll go for a week. When I go, I don't know, the pastors like me, all right, but I'll go, and what I see, I tell myself, this is not the way God is supposed to be worshipped, right? This is not the way, but one man, you cannot change anything. That is their system. That is their way of doing things. If you don't like their way of doing things, you got to withdraw yourself. You got to establish your own. That is how things are standing to now, right? So you see a lot of chosen ones. This is a very huge problem that they have, right? If you are chosen one, you are encountering this problem, let me know. That is a great sign that you are a chosen one, because the truth is living right inside you. So when you see lies, when you see things that are not of God, you know it. You are aware of such things. You know this is not of God. This is not God, right? The moment you see the way things are done, you say, no, this is not it, right? Because you go to church, chosen one, and the time they will be praising God, then some people will start walking here and there, disturbing, there is no order in the church, and you wonder what is really going on. Our God is a God of, order. There is no order, but our God is a God of order. It's a God of peace, right? And stuff. I went to one church. I will not mention the name of the church, I've been there, I've been to churches already. Hey, God. I went to one church, and, the people that were leading the church, they were praying for people. They themselves were setting themselves up for offense. They were picking offense, to the extent if pastor gave them direction to do something to do, then they begin to, like one woman got angry in the church, I was the one to get closer to her, to be preaching her, to be telling her about offense, why she shouldn't keep offense, harbor grudges and stuff, and how the woman, you see that the woman was so angry. The woman doesn't want to hear anything. You see that, I don't want to judge, but you get to know that, this is the person praying for people, laying her hands on people. And no. So you yourself, you advise your spirit will not allow you to be there. Your spirit will be grieved. I've been to a lot of churches where spirit has been grieved instead of my spirit to be happy, because of what you see is, you're like, no, and the churches too has tend to money making, stuff, and you'll be like, what is really going on, right? Everybody is using some, means to get money out of the church members and stuff, and you look at all these things and you say, no, this is not God. This is not right. Poor, somebody who is not having it, you want the person to give everything. I mean, is God really interested in such stuffs, the person is not having it. You want the person to pay tithe again. And all these things, you look at all these things, you question all these things, you're like, you are left to yourself, and you got to be in your one corner, and that is it. So, this is the reason why most chosen ones don't go to church. It's because the truth is in them. They know the truth themselves. And when they see where the truth is not, they are able to figure it out all by themselves. If you are a chosen one and you have this peculiar challenge, don't hesitate. Let us know your story in the comment section. Let's learn from you. Let's learn together. We are a team. You are because I am, and I am because you are. Stay blessed. I'm out.